Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go through how to create a really good post for your ATM group. Okay, now this is an extremely important step, so pay close attention to this. Now going back to our Thrive group that we've been modeling, you'll see there's a few things going on here. So first of all, this is the sort of description of the post up here, okay? We see this unit 1, I'll explain what that is. This is the title that we put into our post earlier, okay? I'm sorry, we haven't created the post yet, so we'll do that in just a second. Got ahead of myself. So we'll get to that in just a second. We're going to get to how to write this. You're going to want to use a really good product video from your company. Hopefully your company has one. If not, you're going to need to create one. And there's a number of different ways you can do that. Again, going back to Fiverr is a really good way to do that. Or just see if the company has plans for creating one in the near future. I'm not going to cover that because that's quite a bit more training on how to do that. But I will cover what they have in here. Now you'll also notice here where it says this guide. Okay, I'm going to show you how they set this up. This is a really nice feature that allows you to kind of put a title, a little bit broader title, or a little bit more, not broader, but stands out a little bit more. Okay, it sort of jumps at you a little bit more. Okay, and if you'll notice, those two things are the same thing. So the title of this is the same thing that they're using, again, repeated here with the title in the guide. I'll show you exactly how to set that up because it's a pretty cool little way to do things. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do is talk through this. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this over onto our own. I'm going to create, I'm going to write something new here. Okay, so I'm going to start with a new post altogether. I'm just going to paste that in there. Okay, now if I had a video or a photo, okay, depending upon how you're doing this, you're going to want to click on that little photo button, photo video button, okay, and I can either drag a video over onto this, okay, or I can drag an image onto this. Okay, so either one of those, or I can just click the add and I can go find it on my computer. Okay, so for the moment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use a little bumper video that we have for AutoATM. Okay, and we're going to just drop that in there just so you can see how this is going to work with a video. So it should take a second to get up there, and then we'll be on our way. So while that's happening, let's go ahead and go through how to change this to be an effective post description for what you're going to do on your group. Okay, so now there's a couple things that's going on here. They have their Thrive 60-day challenge. That's what they're really pushing here. Okay, they also call it their Thrive experience. Okay, so those are two different things. Most are not going to have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say welcome to. I like this welcome to, okay, in place of what we see here, what is the Thrive 60-day challenge. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that, okay, and come up here, paste it right there, okay, and take this out all together. Now the reason I wanted to paste it there, okay, oh, I wanted that space, is I want to see this watch this, okay, and what we're going to do with this, again, as you saw me when we were setting up the group, is I'm going to change this to our product name, okay? Welcome to the product name, okay? But we want to add an adjective in here. So we want to add something like amazing, okay? Or, you know, incredible, okay? Something like that, okay? So we want to add that adjective here. So that's what we're looking for, is some sort of an adjective here to really make that pop out on us. Okay, so we're welcome to the amazing pills or whatever it may be that's going on with your company. Okay, and then that watch this. Okay, and then again, this video explains the amazing. Okay, because I'm going to go back to this same exact thing. Amazing product name. Okay. For more, and then this is where we get into our benefits again. Okay, we saw us do this in the company, okay, and in the about, okay. Here are our benefits, okay, that we're going to add to that, okay, plus so much more. So we like that plus so much more. So we're going to leave that in, but we're going to add the benefits of our product right there. Okay. So once we get that all together, okay, and it's looking somewhat similar to what mine is, okay, except you're going to have your adjective and your product name with the watch this, okay, and then this video explains the amazing, whatever your adjective is, product name, for more what your benefits are, plus so much more. We'll just go ahead and click post, okay. So two things after this goes in. The first thing we want to do is we want to put this into our feature, okay. So you'll see our feature here, okay. Now it's still processing our video, so I might have to come back to this once it's processing. It's a little slow today, but we'll see. But so the first thing we're going to want to do with this once our video is processed is we're going to add it to our feature, and then we're going to go ahead and create that function that we saw over here with the guides. Okay, so we'll see that here. So let's go ahead and just do the guides now since we're kind of waiting on that processing video. In order to get that guides, okay, we're going to want to come down over here to our add features function. Okay, so I'll scroll down on managing my group and I'll click add features. And then under that, I'm going to scroll down a little bit more again, and we're going to see guides here. Okay, organize posts by subject to help people learn new things. Let's go ahead and click that add. And when I do, and come back to my community home, it's going to appear here. Now I think that I have to just refresh this one time and it'll actually move over. Sometimes it doesn't do it right away, okay? It'll move right over here, but eventually it will move over here as we see with the Lavelle Thrive group. Okay, the guy will come over here. So I'm not sure what their timeline is for that, but in my testing I've seen that pop right over to there. So, but for now, okay, it's right there. That's fine. Your group has no guide section yet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start a guide after clicking on that. Okay, and we're going to name this guide, okay, again, whatever the name of our subject is. Okay, so we go back to our subject, okay, and I don't recall exactly what it was, but the amazing product. Okay, that's what we're going to look at. Product name. Okay, with an exclamation point. Okay, the guide description is optional. I'm not going to use that at this point. Okay, so it's that adjective plus product name. Okay, that's what we want to name it. Okay, because again, we want that to be the exact same thing. Now it says create a post. Now if you're doing this, if you hadn't created a post yet, you could do this now. Okay, but instead I already have created my post. So I'm going to come back to my discussion here and see if it's updated. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's fantastic. Now what we can do with this, okay, is by clicking this little button here, okay, I can now do what I wanted to do earlier, which is pin the feature, okay, which is really good. I also have the ability now to add posts to the guide that I just created. So I'm going to go ahead and add that post to the guide, okay, and this is our guide that we said we're going to use, okay, and now we want to have the post to appear in the guide. Now before I do that, okay, we have the post name is welcome to the amazing adjective post name. Okay, watch this. Okay, so that's actually the name we want to use. I told you I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but we're going to want to use that name right there. So before we take care of that, okay, we're going to add that post. I'm going to add this. We can go back and change that post name later on. Okay. And now I'm going to go ahead and click save. Okay, so the post will appear in the amazing product name. Okay, and welcome to the amazing product name. Okay, adjective product name. So I hope you're following on this. Okay, so let's just make sure that our post name or our guide name, okay, is actually correct. So right now it's kind of off a little bit. All right. So in order to change that, we'll just come up here to where these little dots are here next to the guide name. Okay, we're going to edit the guide, and then we're going to just paste in what I just saw, what we just used. Okay, and then that's it. We'll just go ahead and save it. All right, so now we have the amazing adjective product name, the amazing adjective product name. Those two now coincide, and we'll go ahead and click done at that point. All right, closing this back up again. So now we see that, here we go, the amazing product name, welcome to the amazing adjective, and that actually should update here. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. Welcome to the amazing adjective product name. Welcome to the amazing adjective product name. Okay, so both of those two things are really good. Okay, the last thing we want to do then, okay, on that post is make sure that we pin it to feature, which means that it'll show up right here. Okay, so now we have everything just as the Lavelle post is. Okay, we've got the strong call to action with the benefits statement. We've got our video, we've got our nice headline here, and we're all set up and ready to start ATMing this new post. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.